I'll be paying attention as best as I can with this guy, you know. He's a little difficult to hang out with for a long period of time. That's why I love him, you know, that we can actually hang out together like father and son.
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. First, we hit the road for the great race. 135 Classics soaring out of St. Paul, proving that precision and passion never go out of style. Then family teams take the challenge head on, chasing perfection across hidden checkpoints and the Heartland highways. Next, at Southfield Classics, we watch brand new cabs take shape from piles of metal and sparks of ingenuity, old school craftsmanship meeting modern electric power. And finally, we prepped the legendary 93 Toyota Supra for the NOPI Nationals, tuning a timeless icon for its moment back in the spotlight.
We have 135 plus cars in the great race.
Checkpoints along the way that they don't know in advance, and so the goal is you're going to stay on target.
From start to finish, it's like family to me.
So keeping it maintained, keeping it running hard, it's a complete family member. It's an experience.
All the workers, all the towns that have been welcoming us.
Winning an ace in the great race is just, it's one of the things that just lifts you up.
Were we on time and everybody else was wrong? Were they on time and we were wrong? I guess we'll find out tonight.
We're kicking off the great race with over 135 Classics soaring out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Family teams, hidden checkpoints, and pure vintage grit. This is Sam's Garage.
This is the exciting day. We are at the Back to the 50s car show here at the St. Paul, Minnesota State Fairgrounds. As you can see, there's thousands of people here. This is where the start of the great race is going to be. We're all lined up. We got over 150 cars. We'll be starting in about 30 minutes. We've got everybody here, along with Josh and James, two good friends of mine who were here last year in there. Jensen Healy?
Jensen Healy,
Now tell me about that cool engine that's in there.
We've got a 907 Lotus in there, and this engine will do anything you ask her to do.
Now this year we also have your wife Kimberly along with Amanda doing their own race team as rookies.
Yes.
And they did very good.
Amanda is the navigator and Kimberly is the driver, and they were my support crew.
Yep.
So Amanda decided she wanted her own car, so I bought her a car, and the girls are doing fantastic. You know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
Seeing the genius of my navigator and how he comes along in this thing, and he does an impossible task. And he grows and grows every day, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the girls. Hell, I'm even excited about you.
Being able to come out with a great race and see a show like this with all of these cars, every one of us has hot rods in our blood. Whether you like to look at your all-stock classics vintage, or you like to turn around and look at your Model T T-buckets, your rat rods, everything else. As a car guy, being able to start the day, start the event at a place like this with nothing but beautiful hot rods, modifieds, street rods, you name it. This is the absolute best place you can possibly start your event. So many cars out here, thousands of people coming out to support us. What's not to love?
So the great race is taking off right here at the Back to the 50s event, and I'm here with Steve, and we were walking by his Cadillac. What a beautiful Cadillac. This is your first time here at the show.
First time. I'm originally a SoCal guy, but live in Iowa now, and I had to come see what all the fun was about. Heard a lot of things about this show. It's the real deal, and I've been to a lot of car shows. I've been to Hot August Nights. I've been to all the big ones, Good Guys, and I'm here to say that this is probably the largest single-site car show that I've ever been to.
Tell us about the beautiful Cadillac behind us. What year is it?
Yeah, it's a 1947 Series 62 convertible. They made 6,755 of them in 47.
Wow.
Couldn't tell you how many are left, and sure can't tell you how many are left like this with an LS3 and air ride.
Absolutely beautiful. Going by it, you can tell it's done to the nines, and then you got the LS engine in there. That's the cherry on top. I heard that you ladies did a very good job. Your first time out, you even beat us and James.
Yesterday, our total score was 25 seconds, which we were like, overly
really
excited.
thrilled
Yes.
that we
For
did
rookies,
so
that's
good.
incredibly good
Yeah.
because we got a 29 second and we're sportsmen this year. So there was no excuses for us, but that is so cool. Who's the navigator? Who's the driver?
I'm navigating.
Driver.
How long have you known each other?
Since we were 13 years old.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yep. So we went to high school and college together. So
And you're doing good in the car together?
yes, we
Yeah,
are.
perfect.
Yep.
It's just the first day.
First
Yes.
day.
You know,
Yes.
there's
Yep.
gonna be a lot more difficult days coming up, so hopefully it'll test your relationship, right?
I think we'll be okay.
Awesome. There's a lot of husbands and wife teams as well, and some of them get along really good, but some of them, you know, it's a little iffy. I know, Julie, if you and I were in the car together, it'd be a little iffy.
Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. Every half minute, another classic rolls out. 135 teams pushing precision across hidden checkpoints and winding Midwestern roads. From family crews to vintage powerhouses, it's focus, endurance, and the heart of the great race, 1 second at a time.
Thank you to Car Capsule for sponsoring such an awesome event like the Great Race Rally. It's all about family. It's a long technical race, and he made it possible for us to be able to capture this moment and share it with everybody out there.
This is one of the biggest shows. I mean, you first time here, but I mean, you get lost. This fairgrounds has permanent buildings and so many attractions to see, and there's people that have come here for generations. Like, that's that guy's spot, you know, not for nothing, you know.
There's so much money invested in all these cars that you have to be able to protect your investment, right? And that's where Car Capsule comes in.
The Paint Pro Station, since we debuted at SEMA, we won those awards, which is synonymous with our brand. We innovate and we win awards, and we build the best products out there. And this is our smaller version, which we built for the booth, but it turned into be a part. A lot of guys with paint bike parts, wheels, or a fender, they want something small. So we make this one, and then we make our full-size one. That's taken off for us. So the SC1, you know, the number one brand of cars that always bought our product from day one is the Corvette. So with General Motors, we got this license, and we do very well with it, and we make a non-licensed version. People just love that shape. Our CF1 is carbon fiber tubes, LED light kit, got the backup charger with it, and we do very well with these too.
And not only does this look carbon fiber, but it's a little bit thicker, isn't it?
It is. It's about 20% thicker. And when you have that oops in the garage, a ladder, a bike, or something epic fall, this is strong.
Every 30 seconds, there's gonna be another car going, and we're gonna be going over to Rochester, Minnesota.
Rochester. I'm gonna be navigating. Hopefully Sam will be paying attention. I actually got a good night's sleep, did all of my annotating, taking a look at what we've got to do, make sure we're gonna be spot on. Made a few adjustments from yesterday. We should have a really fantastic day. We had a good day yesterday, better day today.
Good news, we had a 6-second day, got 2 aces, checkpoints hidden throughout the day. 2 of them, we hit the checkpoint exactly on the right time. The other one's 2 seconds off, 3 seconds off, had a 6-second day total.
Car was running beautiful, have no problems. Got a little hot here at the end of the day. Man, it was a hot day. There's gonna be a lot of carnage. Cars broke down on the side of the road, but our 67 Mustang that Chuck Norris once visited it turned in a really good score today, made it to the finish line. 6-second penalty.
3 aces out of 5 legs, and that's
Nothing better
that's
than
awesome.
this. There's just nothing better than this.
And this is so great. What great fun, great turnout.
When we were little, we sat in the back and pretended we were going to Disneyland, remember? You want to drive? Okay, I'll drive. But it's just been in our lives forever, and my mother, our mother, who is 94, came to the Great Race in 2023 in Colorado Springs, and she actually got in the navigator seat and crossed the finish line with us in 2 years ago. And then, God willing, she will be there in Pasadena with us next year when we finish there to celebrate and come across the finish line with us.
We are in beautiful Rochester, Minnesota, at the Mayo building, where we got to park all of our cars inside of this beautifully taken care of building with finished floors right on front of a river walk. Beautiful place to be.
There was a few little obstacles out there, but Doug and I did really good.
I owe all of it to Brandon. Brandon came out, He tutored me, told me what I needed to do. My son picked it up like 4 times faster than I am, but I'm an old dog. I kept working at it, but we had a fabulous day today.
So Joe, if you were to purchase a brand new vehicle, the best one you want to use is Boss Wax. And I see that you have a nationwide lifetime transferable warranty, but not only that, you report every job you do to Carfax, so it's got a permanent record.
Basically, it is a proactive permanent record, so it is a good thing to have. Now, is it the best finish? It's a personal preference. Boss Wax, I would say, is probably 95% of the brand new vehicles that come into us, because you need to have a completely new rust-free surface, would opt into the Boss Wax. And then we apply oil to the body cavities, which is critical. It's more important than the surface, because you can touch up a surface, you can see it. You don't see the interior of a frame, and it's prone to hold moisture, it's unfinished. So our oil is going to go in, creep, migrate, go in the spot welds, the seams, and then we're going to babysit the truck. You come in every 2 years, we inspect it, breaches in the surface, we touch it up, and then we re-oil the body cavities. And so it is a great way to extend the life of the vehicle 10, 15 years.
So if you guys purchase a brand new vehicle, you want to protect that vehicle and keep its value as long as you can, you want to definitely look at NHOU's Boss Wax.
Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. From a pile of boxes to a complete electric classic, Southfield Classics is redefining the build. Every weld, every panel, and every detail comes together to create brand new cabs with old school soul and modern power.
So this week at Southfield Classics, we're going to show you guys how they assemble a complete cab. These are all individual brand new pieces out of boxes they take and assemble together. Isn't that right, Dan?
Yes, we get everything from one of our suppliers that is GM certified. So we take all the pieces one by one. Takes about 15 boxes of parts, and we weld them all together to make the cabs.
You know, I was looking at the pile of boxes, and I'm thinking the cab right here, and there is a lot of boxes, but you're talking about the trim, all the little braces, everything that it takes to make a complete cab, which includes the hinges.
Yep, every little piece that goes along with it. So basically, like he said, the hinges, the firewall, the floor pan, the roof skin, the outer skin, the interior bracing pieces.
And now when you unbox them, what happens next?
Basically, once we take them out of the box, and then we take them over to the next stage of the process, which is basically jig them up, put them on the jig, and start welding them all together.
And what do you do to make it yours?
So basically what we're doing is we're making sure that fit and finish is correct. We do some of these trucks had problems with door sagging issues. We actually correct all those problems as we go, door shutting and opening and closing issues. So all those get addressed as we're building the cab.
How long time frame wise does it take from boxes to get to a cab that's finished to where you can start moving forward?
So basically it takes about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. We're trying to cut that time back a little bit. Now that we have the procedures in place and we know how to do it, we've done a couple of them, a few of them, and as we'll get quicker and quicker. As we put those procedures in place, usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks. One guy, 40 hours a week, welding on a cab.
But that's the hardest part of the truck, really.
Basically, that's the hardest part. The front ends and all the sheet metal work, it takes the most time.
Mm-hmm.
Chassis, you could build in a couple weeks. You know, with this, it takes a long time to get everything aligned and actually fixing all the metal.
And that's the most important part, because from what I hear, these trucks can be a bear lining everything together because there's so much to them.
Correct, and usually there's so many pieces, as you saw with all the boxes, there's just so many pieces that have to go together and they have to fit exactly correct. And before we can get to a final job like this, all of that has to be correct, right, tight, fitting like it's supposed to, working like it's supposed to, doing all those things, you know, to make it look good.
Yep. If
you don't have those, then you got a door that's sagging on a $300,000 car. And ain't gonna be good,
that's not going to be good at all. I noticed that you guys are dual purposing the original gas tank hole. What are you using it for?
So we're using it as a charging port now. So we did have to make it bigger so we could get fast charging. We use all three chargings, you know, 110, 220, and fast charging. So we had to make the door a little bit bigger. It's actually magnetic. It's made out of metal, so it opens and closes, no plastic.
Now, as far as the gauges in the dashboard itself, what kind of gauges do you use?
So we've got a couple different companies that we're using currently. Dakota Digital that actually does some of our gauging, and then we use a company called Speed Hut that actually makes the gauge for us. That's EV package. So it actually registers for voltage and battery and power for that.
And you know, that's what makes these trucks so cool, is those popular names like Dakota Digital, Willwood brakes, quick performance rear ends, all these components that you would normally find in a hot rod, you're putting into these vehicles, and these are long, true, proven components that are going to last a very long time. So what we'll be doing, guys, in the next few weeks, actually 12 weeks here at Southfield Classics, we're going to be showing you guys the procedures they take to put one of these trucks together from beginning to end. You'll eventually see them being assembled. So make sure you come back every week to Sam's Garage and check out the Southfield Classics segment so you guys can be more aware and have a little bit more knowledge when it comes to high voltage vehicles.
Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. With the 2026 NOPI Nationals approaching, an icon rolls back into the spotlight, the legendary 93 Toyota Supra. Built in the late 90s, powered by a twin-turbo inline-six, and born to dominate, we're bringing this classic back to life for the big show.
All right, so if you guys remember last week, we got the misfire taken care of with the Supra. There was a bad trigger in the computer. That's all done. This week, it's about maintenance. We're gonna replace those spark plugs. They're probably original. The serpentine belt's original, and the timing belt's original. But because that little symbol right there says Toyota, it's no problem. It'll probably still go another 10 years, won't it? So anytime you guys are going to do a timing belt service and water pump, the first thing you have to do, of course, is drain the fluid. I went ahead and removed the bottom shield, drained the radiator. Before I took off the serpentine belt, the fan's got to come off. There's 4 nuts on the pulley for the water pump. Because the belt keeps everything in place, I can very easily loosen the 12mm nuts with a wrench before taking the belt off. Then, when the last one is off, take the belt off, spin it, get the pump, pulley off, and the fan. Once that's off, the upper radiator hose, of course, comes off. Then the fan shroud comes off. When the fan shroud comes off, you got access to everything in front of the motor. Before you remove the front cover, you're going to have to remove the crank pulley. In this case, the crank pulley is pressed on. So you saw me have Julie go in, twist the key, because I don't have enough room to put an impact wrench down there. Be very careful. Twist the key, put a 1/2-inch driver on it, put a breaker bar on it or a cheater bar, and have her or whoever it is to just bump the key. So went ahead and got the crank bolt off, took off the pulley. Now I got access to the entire timing belt water pump area. Took off the belt, took off the tensioner. I went ahead and serviced my water pump, put a new one back on. When you reassemble, make sure that you put a new gasket on the water pump. Put that together. So anytime you guys are doing a belt swap, always make sure, take your 2 belts, put them next to each other and make sure they're the same length. And then I put marks on my timing gear just to make sure I can see them because I'm getting older. Okay, you see I'm nice and tight on this side. Everything's good on this side. A mark, mark, mark. I can go ahead, pull my pin. Once everything is cool and you've cycled the engine a couple times and your timing marks are right back where they're supposed to be, go ahead and reassemble. Go ahead and button everything back up, making sure you've done a good job, everything put back exactly the way you found it. Put the fan back on, tighten all your nuts, put your fan shroud back on, put a new serpentine belt on it, and then go ahead and fill the coolant. When you're filling the coolant, in this particular case, you have to give it some time. Because if you give it time, that water is gonna flow down and it's gonna air and bleed itself, okay? If you don't, these things have a tendency to overheat. The first time it overheats, it's gonna fill the system, remove the cap, the air bubble will come out, refill the system, and it should be good to go. This is an iconic car. This is not just some random car that you go out there and you work on. So if you guys aren't capable of working on something like this, don't take it on. You know what I mean? If you're a Google technician and you're on Google and you're trying to figure out how to work on this, that's where you need to walk away because you're gonna cost yourself a lot of money and you're gonna cost the customer a lot of money as well. So do it right, do it once. Remember the old saying, I'm too broke to buy cheap.
Be sure to check out Sam's Garage on these other media platforms. Send us questions and feedback to info@samsgaragetv.com. From the Great Race to Southfield Classics and the NOPI Nationals, every build, every mile, and every story shares the same spirit, passion for the drive and pride for the craft. Thanks for riding along. See you next time.